It's too hot out here for this today.
Whether you're feeling that heat or just sweating some of the small stuff, I'm glad you took a moment for yourself here on Coffee with Dubs. Now grab a seat and let's get into today's topic.
The older I get, the more I realize how much comfort lives inside an ordinary routine. My wife has been sleeping back in the bed again this week after spending the last 3 to 4 months on the couch while her broken leg healed. Last night, when I laid down, I realized she was beside me, and it helped me settle in and fall asleep easier. There wasn't some dramatic moment attached to it. It simply felt like another step toward back to normal, and after everything we've been through, normal felt pretty damn good. When I got up the next morning, I loaded the dogs into the car, headed down to Stafford Forge. They needed some water play, and honestly, so did I. Unfortunately, the flies had other plans. We barely made it 25 minutes before they became so relentless, I was like, nah, we're not doing this, and we just packed it up and headed home. Sometimes the smartest decision isn't forcing a plan to work, it's recognizing when today has something else in mind. Once I got home, I sat down, recorded yesterday's Coffee with Dubs. By now, that's become part of my daily routine, and I genuinely look forward to it. It's funny because I started this whole series by talking to my phone while walking around Gilley Park. No script, no structure, no real direction, just a loop. And these conversations have been something I need as much as I hope somebody else enjoys them. They're my chance to slow down, look back on the day, and figure out what life is trying to teach me before I move on to the next one. And after recording, I spent a little while relaxed on the couch before my wife and I headed out together for the afternoon. First stop was to the mall so we could pick up her new glasses. While we were there, I asked if she wanted to walk around Michael's for a bit, just to kill some time. But she smiled and said she was hungry instead. That changed our plans immediately, and honestly, I'm glad we did because some of the best parts of the day are the ones you never schedule. We ended up at Chili's for an unexpected lunch date. We walked in absolutely starving, ordered our food, waited for it to come out, and then something kind of funny happened. Within just a few minutes, we were both so full, we each maybe ate half of what was on our plates, boxed up the rest, paid the tab, and got out the door. It took about 20 minutes altogether. It wasn't because we felt rushed, it was just because we were satisfied. That might not sound like much, but it made me realize I've been changing in ways that I don't always notice. The younger version of me would have kept eating just because the food was sitting there. I probably would have lingered another hour just because I thought I was supposed to. Lately, I've been showing more restraint, not just with my emotions, but with other parts of my life too. I'm learning that enough is enough, and there's something peaceful about recognizing when you've had exactly what you needed. From there, we stopped by our local food pantry to pick up a few pantry supplies. I don't mind talking about it because I think somebody out there probably needs to hear this. If you're struggling, there's absolutely no shame in accepting help. Churches, food pantries, and organizations exist because communities are supposed to take care of each other. And with the way prices keep climbing, more people are using these resources than ever before. The harder lesson for me hasn't been accepting the food. It's been learning to ask for help in the first place. For most of my life, I hoped people would somehow notice when I was struggling without me ever saying anything. The truth is, everyone else is busy caring about their own responsibilities. They're not ignoring you, they just can't read your mind. Asking for help doesn't make you weak. It gives people who love you a chance to actually show it. And when we got home, Rachel settled down on the couch with a book so she could relax for a while. Within a few minutes, she'd fallen asleep. I wanted to let her rest, so instead of making noise, I came out here to the garage. It was about 20 degrees warmer, but it was comfortable enough for me to live once I got my fan going. So I kept on working on organizing this disaster that I call a studio. I honestly thought I was finished cleaning this garage, but apparently I was wrong. I filled an entire garbage bag with things we don't need anymore. Found a whole stack of boxes that should have been thrown away a long time ago, and by the time I finished, I've reclaimed another 6 feet of space. Every time I think I'm done in here, I uncover another layer of things that I overlooked. Standing out here occurred to me that life works the same way. Sometimes what we're holding on to isn't clutter in a garage. It's expectations we've carried around for so many years without realizing how heavy they become. One of those expectations has followed me as a father for a long time. I've spent years comparing myself to my own parents. They made birthdays feel magical when I was growing up, and I always carry this quiet guilt that I hadn't been able to recreate those same experiences for my kids. I thought I was falling short as a parent because I couldn't give them what I remembered having.
Then, this past year, something weird happened. I've watched several friends lose one or both of their parents, and it completely changed the way I look at my own. For 43 years, they've helped me carry through life. They've worried about me, encouraged me, supported me, and loved me through every stage that I've gone through. Now, I can feel that responsibility beginning to shift. Instead of asking them to carry me, I want to help carry them because they've carried me for so long. That's when I realized I misunderstood my childhood. My parents weren't teaching me how to throw a birthday party. They weren't teaching me how to spend money or recreate traditions. They were teaching me something much simpler, much more important. They were teaching me what unconditional love looks like. And that's the part I've been trying to give my kids all along. Maybe the parties look different. Maybe the gifts weren't the same. Maybe our traditions have taken a shape that are different from the ones I grew up with. But if my kids know that they're loved, accepted, understood, and supported, then I've passed down the part that matters most. When I think about the legacy I want to leave behind, it isn't perfect birthdays, it isn't perfect holidays. It's the feeling that people I love always knew where they stood with me. And I hope years from now, they don't remember every little detail. I do hope that they remember how it felt to be part of this family. Your children don't need your childhood, they need your love. And maybe that's true for more than just our children. Maybe the people we love aren't asking us to recreate the past. They're asking us to show up today, to listen, to understand, to be present while we still can. That's something I'm still learning, and tomorrow I'll probably be learning something else. So, thanks for joining me on another pour of coffee with Dubs. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out of here.